Is that correct? I don't know. I don't know when is the right time to talk. I noticed, like I mentioned before, the live streams on YouTube sometimes just start having me. It says, oh my goodness gracious, I forgot to remove my notifications sounds because I don't want to be disrupted. Don't disrupt me. And that's my own notification of YouTube. So how you been? This is Delion. I am sleepy. I kind of didn't sleep well. I think for the past 2 days my stomach was not agreeing with me. I'm finally cleaned out of my system of whatever was giving me a problem. I, let's just leave it at that and not go into the actual details because while people rather have very blunt, honest words, the stuff I saw, you don't want to see it. And thankfully, no puking was involved. But anyway, what an interesting way to start a freaking live stream. Okay, anyway, I'm feeling a lot better now. Just I'm kind of a bit sleep deprived because it was kind of making me not sleep well and. Ugh. But I figured I'd get this done and over with so I can either, like I mentioned in the description, I can resume cleaning, I can resume boring ass grown up paperwork, or I just crawl back to bed. And I'm sadly leaning towards, as said, option number three because I'm quite sleepy. But it's not do much because it's my kid's early dismissal, so it's like it's a bit of a time crunch. And then maybe I can nap after I pick up my kid, but then I have to help with homework. I have to prep for dinner. I have to make said dinner and eat the dinner, and then hopefully take a nap. But then I end up turning a nap into probably 3 to 4 hours of sleep, so extra sleep. I was like, this is not a good schedule for me, but it seems to be kind of. I'm somewhat functioning. I like to assume, and also, yeah, no one's here. So, what am I doing? So the first thing I mentioned. Okay, so I gotta move my drink. This is peach squash soda. It's pretty dang good, but not exactly cheap. I'm gonna put this on the side. So I accumulated a small amount of cards, and I don't mean the card art I've been making. I have been debating whether or not I should just do um, put my cards in a folder. I mean, it's more presentable that way. You can see all at once, like nine at a time. Well, at least this is nine at a time. Um, but I've always had a problem with finding the right binders. I actually like this color a lot, and it was on discount at Target. So what's the problem, lady? I am nitpicking. I hate it. I think this got messed up somehow. And it's not that bad for normal people, but this is going to bother me. This is going to bother me unless I can cover it somehow in my own way. Also, I don't like this. I could just remove it, but I don't have the best of luck of removing sticker things. And the remnants of the sticker peel is just it's just there forever, and I'm just gonna be staring at it, so I leave it alone. But I don't like this color on here, and I don't like this because I have problems. And so what I was gonna do, let me just scooch this a bit back. Sorry if you get a little dizzy, but I was gonna switch out my card stuff from here to here. And I actually have three stupid binders because the first one I bought, one of the rings were not closing all the way. And this one, I already mentioned the problem with this one. It's not real, it's very superficial, very stupid, but it bothers me. So now I finally found something that hopefully will not let me down, but I don't know. Lots of things let me down in terms of stationery anyway. So this one seems pretty legit. These go all the way to the center. They're not giving me a hard time. So yeah, let's shut up and get on with it. So now what do I do with these other ones? I don't know. Do I just give them away? But I just bought them like a few weeks ago. So it kind of irks me that I spent money. Well, it's like $4. So before I do that, I can show some cards. Or I could just put them in here because I'm lazy. Can I do it this way? Okay, I'll just do it this way. This is the very boring life of dealing with. I don't know. Actually, there's people who have way more cards than me. I just found some of these, some really old cards from long ago, and then I got some cards on a whim because, oh, I thought the art would be pretty, and I was super disappointed with Sanrio. Sanrio, what are you doing? Um, I would think Sanrio would have some of like the pretty art that I would see on Pinterest, and I was proven wrong time and time and time again. Or maybe I'm just not getting the right cards because that'd be a me problem then. So yeah, okay. So these are some old cards I found. It's very much me. I'm pretty sure these are like my oldest brother's cards, the Garbage Pail Kids, and I used to be scared of these. I might actually try to redraw them. I don't know. I was staring at them, and while they are gross, as a kid they freaked me out. I think I had low key nightmares. I can't remember. I probably repressed said memories, but looking at them, they're actually pretty detailed and they look well painted. I am impressed. So I don't know. I kind of appreciate them a lot now than when I was a kid, terrified of Garbage Pail Kids. Didn't they have a movie? Oh god, that peach soda's kicking in. Sorry. And meanwhile, I have like the pretty art of Fushigi Yugi, the mysterious play. And I actually liked how, what's her face? Yui turned out, even though she's kind of nuts. And so, not bad nuts, she was manipulated, misled, and all that stuff. And then I also like Noriko. He was pretty cool. Yeah, that's a guy. And then he was okay until he met Miyaka, and then it just went downhill from there. So that's basically it. But yeah, I just had these cards. I think they came with like the VHS movies, the Fushigi Yugi cards. I don't remember this at all. I think my brother got them. He is most likely the one to have gotten the cards. He might have got a few more, but they were, I don't remember. I'm not that old. So I don't know why there's all these right. Maybe I did that. I don't remember. So I like how the extra details and a little like information. Oh, they used to think 24 was old. Funny how that works out, huh? And then the main characters are roughly between 15 and 17, at least. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah. Like they make being a teenager like top peak um, you know, stage of youth, I guess, before they become full-fledged adults. And a lot of these characters are supposed to be wise beyond their years. They're only like 24, 26. I'm like, are you shitting me? Like maybe it was in ancient imaginary China. I think it was very Chinese looking. And so, yeah, I don't know. But yeah. So while I enjoy the art from these cards more, this is what I've been getting recently to my disappointment. Now, it doesn't seem like much, but I don't know. It just seems really plain for me. I will give Pachako a slide. And maybe Cinnamon Roll a slide. And maybe Kogi Mune, I forgot her name, but the new one of the new characters. And that's about it. I'm like, they could have done better. The car quality is really nice, and then that's just it. I don't know. But then I also have on the backside, um, some of them look okay. Like they put in some efforts. Like we have Hello Kitty here having a snooze, lying on the belly is bad lady. I would know. So, but the ones that have better, like even though they look like just a figure images, I still like them. Like we have Lulu the piggy, and oh, those guys are back again. So if you hear construction work, that ain't me. Okay, so now I have this one next. Wait. So I have these next. And yeah, I bought a Labubu and it was this one. And that's it. I haven't tempted to buy another one, but whenever I see the price, I'm like, ugh. And that, the only reason why I bought this one, I bought it alongside with my cousin's present, also a Labubu. But he might have wanted that one more than the one I got him. It was like maybe like a dark brownish, grayish pastel Labubu. And then this one I got, I like blue, and so that's fine. I'm happy with that. The rest, however, are the ones I have bought so far of Lulu the Piggy, the teddy bear, and the pastel whatever series. It's stupid cute. I cannot help myself. But I'm going to take a very brief break on that for now just because my collection's getting a bit much. So I need to be careful now. Oh gosh, I keep thinking that add a Q&A sticker sound it's an actual person, but it's just some stupid suggestion on what to talk about. I really need to not look at that too much. And then on the other side, I have two extra cards because they're kind of weird looking, but I do like how they make cards of variety. And that is construction work farts, not my fart. Okay, just so you know. Holy criminy. Actually, I'm not sure how much you can actually hear because I done playbacks when they did construction work. And I can hear it a lot more than what the audience hears. Maybe except that. What the hell are they doing? Okay, so I like the shape of the pineapple. I wish they did something else, but I'll let it slide because I like that it was trying something. And again, I have Sanrio. I'm not feeling this very much. Why do I have this here? What am I doing? Maybe I just put this here and put this here for now. Okay, so meanwhile, Sanrio cards, I don't know what they're doing, but I feel like they're getting lazy. This seems too simplified for me. But if Sanrio fans don't like that what I'm saying, then okay, fine, whatever. I'm not that big of a fan anyway as much anymore. But I like the old stuff. There was a lot more creativity compared to now, where it just seems like an easy cash grab. And then this one, I got some extra Nudja cards. I really like this one. I feel like this pays homage to, is that how you pronounce it? They it's kind of like a cameo to the 19, is it 60s or 70s version of Neja, and it's really reminiscent of that, I think, because I watched it. They have it on YouTube, funny enough. He is kind of annoying, I get it. So, and then this guy, yeah, he's interesting. So, but yeah, I'm like kind of mortified. Not real mortified, but just like whiny mortified that Sanrio's art is a little bit too simplistic for me. But maybe I'm just expecting much after so long because I don't know. I see art in Japan for Sanrio and they look so much prettier than here. And then again, more Lou the Piggy. I think they got a little lazy here. I mean, it's still cute art, but I think they could have done more. Plus, it's also kind of a booklet, which I thought was kind of interesting. Like, you just open this and you have a QR code and some stuff. Okay. And then you have the figurine. And I got this one. Ugh, I got a duplicate of this one. I don't know what to do with it. And that's the downside about blind boxes. You're going to get duplicates. Thankfully, it's not a lot, but it still bothers me. And then I have like these random characters from Pucky Animal Tea Party series. Again, another duplicate I got. And then more Nudja. This is what he's supposed to look like. And that's him combined with Albing. I should drop more Albing. He's really cool. I wouldn't think I like Albing, but he's alright. So anyway, and then more piggy art, card art. Like, I love how they made this into like a little like carnival ticket. I think that's so freaking ridiculously cute. And then I think this one was also a menu. Wait, how the heck do I? Oh, sorry, I can't remember what I did. I forgot. So yeah, they even had like a menu thing. I know it's in Chinese, but that's what they have in some of their um not, I don't know about buffet, but like they're kind of like Chinese specialty restaurants. And then they have like, okay, would you want this with your food or this, and then you have to check it or some other, or they put it on their phone. I know in China they it's all digitalized. It's quite high tech, embarrassingly so when you're still using your card and cash. Yeah, it's embarrassing, but super cool at the same time. But yeah, I like the extra details this company Toy Zero Plus puts in their character series. They're really cool. So that's why I got into them. I appreciate tiny details that I wouldn't even thought of if I made my own figurines. So yeah, there is that. Ugh. Sorry that took 14 minutes. All right, that's not too bad. And then the first problem child. Oh wait, I have an extra. Why do I need to put this one on there too? I don't know why that happened. I have way larger cards in this one. This is the first binder I got where I have the problem. Yeah, this one just refuses to just go all the way. And so whenever I turn the page, this just some of the pages fly out of this tiny. I didn't think I didn't care, but then it kept coming out of place, so it kind of irked the hell out of me. So I got to put everything on here, and that's if I can get the cards out. That's the other thing. I was assuming, oh, I'll be fine with it. I can live with it. I was wrong. I was so wrong. Yeah, when I said I have a small card collection, I wasn't joking. That's it. And so like, oh, I have a small card collection, and by small I mean 500 cards. No, it's not that. Oh God, how do I? You don't have to watch me struggle on camera. So these are the extra ones. Yes, I had a dupe for the mermaid. Dang it. I'm debating whether or not I paint over them. And I tried it once, but it still felt like it's not unless I add some extra features or details to it or accessories maybe. But for the time being, I'm not really into that. Oh hey, long time no see. How you been? Sorry, I'm a little tired of drawing. I'll resume it. It's just I'm trying to organize my card stuff online, so I'm doing things. How are you? Yeah, I don't care. There's no like orderly fashion, whatever. I'm just shoving things in. I'm middle aged. I don't care. And then people take offense to that. Oh my god. Okay, all right. So it's not perfect, but it it, it it's okay. Yay. Okay. Ugly, but it's fine. I'll live with it. I was just showing my very short card art, not card art, my very short card collection, and switching them out of the binders that are next to useless, unfortunately. And yeah, they're fun. I like them. I like when they do different shapes, not just the standard rectangle cards. Like with my melody, this is expensive. I wasn't paying attention because I'm stupid, but I only got a few, and then I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna have to stop. But I was aiming for the one with the glasses because I got glasses. She got glasses. 2 plus 2 is 4. But so far, I'm not successful for getting the one with glasses. But these are still cute either way. Maybe the one I liked the least was her because the green on the plush is not as good as this one. But nitpicky, nitpicky. I'm not that bad. Um, yeah, I didn't realize the blind boxes came with cards, and so over time, the cards have accumulated some. So I figured I put them in. Initially, I just put them in like small pouches like these, and but they were starting to collect even more, and it looked really disorganized. So I figured, okay, I give in. Let's do binder, and that's what happened. Okay, I'm gonna put this back now and actually do some art stuff. Have you done any art recently? I've been kind of sluggish with mine, and the ones I have been doing, I think I left in the other room. Oh, bother. Okay. So I have options. I have options, options, options. uh, Probable options. Oh, cool. What have you been making? More what is it called, the zentangle? I looked it up. I think I might have drawn that a long time ago, but we didn't have a term for it. I think it was just called like doodles or tribals, when tribals was considered cool back in the day. Now I'm like oh my heart. But I might have done some element of z-tangle. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing it correctly. And also another option. But yeah, those look really cool. I think they've gotten a lot more elaborate and detailed and very structured. Like there's some symmetry involved. I'm not good at symmetry. So I just do whatever makes sense and does not touch between lines too much, and then that's it. I used to do that so much in high school and early college years, and then I just stopped. It was too much for me at some point. But it was still fun. I do try it once in a while, but I can only enjoy it in small doses. I'm actually gonna I might actually paint over this. I thought I can like it, and I'm just like, I can do another my Little Twin Stars. But I might just paint over this because there's some really cute images of Little Twin Stars, and I'm like, I can't decide. I also have like other pictures of Little Twin Stars I wanted to try painting just for fun, and then I lost it. And by the time I found it, I already did this. So I had a problem with losing out on my references. I also want to try painting them in watercolor, but I'm a little hesitant for the time being. But I think this was meant to be a present, and then I wasn't able to finish it on time, and so it's been like 2 years now. Yeah, I didn't like them initially growing up. Everyone, all the girls liked them, and then I was like, I don't like that. I'm different. So I would like Karopi, Ahiru no Peckle, Pachako. But then as I got older and I like pastels, they're in the pastel department. I like pastels, so I changed my mind. um, and I did draw some of them, but I think I left them in the other room, so I don't want to get up. So sorry about that. And then this is the character I like more. I was showing this on my last LiveWIPs, and I am a sucker for Zashiki Buddha. It looks obnoxious now, but I should probably tone it down. And it's a little dingy for some reason. I don't know, something about it bothers me. So I have a lot to clean up. This has been kind of an eyesore for a long time because I didn't know what else to fill in there, and some paints were not cooperating, and I've been struggling with the line art. It's been pretty rough, but I think now that I have acrylic paint pens, I could speed up the process a little more. So here's hoping for that, because I feel like I'm almost done and not done at the same time. It kind of drives me nuts. So I will try my best to get some progress in this friggin' painting because I'm not really liking that I'm letting it sit for a long time. And I didn't know Little Twin Stars had different hair color changes. I was like, oh, okay. And they have a lot of costumes, a lot of themes. And I was like, why can't you do that to some of the other characters that you don't have? Like, come on. But I think they just focus more on the more marketable mainstream characters. And so I always see a lot of characters that have potential of being like revived again and being super cute, like Zashiki Buddha, and then also Spotty Dotty, Kimmy Kamaline, Pata Pata Peppy. I really like him too. Mr. Bear's Dream. He's pretty fancy as well as Vod. I don't know why I actually like Vaudeville Duo. Like I can just throw out names left and right, but there's some other ones people barely have ever heard existed, like Peter Davis. Um, Tweedledee is still kind of prominent. Maroon Cream has gotten popular, and Hangyo Dan, funny enough. Yeah, it showcases my age more, unfortunately, when I know a lot of the lesser known characters. But there was some I didn't even know existed. I didn't know there was a gorilla character in Sanrio. I didn't know there was like a soccer team, a soccer team of boys for Sanrio. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of things I was unaware of. Oh, and I was showing this the other day, the last live stream. Ah, get out here. Ugh. Okay. Hopefully nothing falls. I don't know. Like this is also Sanrio, but this was during the time when they were trying to market towards the boys so they can get more revenue with boy money. So they would have like rocket ships or football players, airplanes, trains. Though the Shinkansen, I think that train character was pretty popular, but the rest, I think We Are Dinosaurs, also another dinosaur kind of motif. They had a whole bunch of series for boys, so I'm kind of like eyeing some of them out, or at least saving them on my screenshots to do possible paintings like these. So this is why I have this. I'm doing like a mini series of Sanrio neglected retired characters, and they're kind of hard to find, but I really like them. But yeah, life happens, so I only have like maybe 6 or 7. Yes, Spotty Dotty, I think Box Lunch released some merch for Spotty Dotty, but it doesn't feel the same as before. I almost caved in and bought some. And if you hear background noise, if you just came tuned in, I have construction work next door from the neighbors, and damn those neighbors. Oh my gosh. And if I would show what they've been doing outside next door, but it looks like chicken bones and duct tape outside. They've stripped that back portion of the house almost bare. It's like you see holes there. It's like big, huge, gaping holes everywhere. But yeah, Spotty Dotty, she grew on me. I heard she was like one of the least popular characters in the Sanrio roster, but I've seen some of her merch. They're really cute. But I think later on they got kind of weird with her not being fully clothed like some of the characters like Hello Kitty and Pachaco and stuff. So they gave her a little dress. But then she looks kind of weird. I liked her old style when she was just a regular naked dog. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know if you can hear it because my audio is trash, but they are drilling away at something right now. And I'm like, oh my god, you fools. I think they assume everyone's out working. I'm not one of those people. But yeah, I did do some Spotty Dotty fan art, and she's really cute and she's fun to work with. Maybe the spots are a little, they're kind of hard to be consistent, but other than that, she is definitely fun to draw. So I do draw her every once in a while. Why is there yellow? Oh gosh. Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool. You got clearance. That's, yeah, I think they might have had a clearance. And I think also Hot Topic had like a Spotty Dotty, like a large face shoulder bag or tote bag. I wasn't able to get it because I think I had no money, and then by the time I had money, it was already gone, and they were resold on eBay for like $50 or something. And I think initially it was like $24 to $28. I'm like, what the hell? So I just settled for a Hagyodan version, and I still like Hagyodan, but I really wanted a Spotty Dotty because it's really hard to find her merch without it being crazy inflated on eBay or Etsy or what have you. But yeah, I miss some of the characters. It's always the same characters nowadays, so I don't really care for Sanrio as much. And so the characters I want to have or have as merch or just fan art, I try to redo them in my paintings sometimes or in my arts and crafts when I was big on arts and crafts. But the majority of the merch or the fan art mostly went to Zashiki Buddha, funny enough. I have like a ton, but then now I'm like, oh, I made too much, and I probably should either sell them or give them away as gifts. And I know my family would say, just sell them and make a profit. But I'm like, after hearing about what the government does with our money, because the government takes a portion of your money when you make sales, I'm I don't know why people keep forgetting to mention that. And you have to report to the IRS if you make like successful transactions. Especially in California, they charge a lot more than other states, I think, and some of them don't even have it. So I'm like, yeah, I've been quite hesitant on resuming a self-employed sort of business with arts and crafts, just because it's quite competitive, and I'm not healthy enough to do all that by myself because I'm going to be doing it by myself, and I'm not very smart. uh, and I have to do that while managing my family and stuff. Like, ugh, that's I can't. I admire those who can and have the support that can back them up, but I don't have that. I don't have some of those, so I'm like, well, y'all can have it. I think I enjoy it more as a hobby than making it my career because I tried a little bit and I hated it, so I stopped. Ugh. But I would make gifts for some people if they really appreciate it. I just don't advertise it too much because nowadays art theft is very rampant. Scammers are very rampant. People who want to have nice, pretty art but don't want to pay for it, they exist now. So I'm like, you kind of have to be careful sometimes. It sucks. Hmm. But yeah. Okay. Let me try one of the marker pens to see if I can do away with the pen line arts underneath, so um I'm not too dark, but I don't want it to. Well, we'll see. I know that's stupid. Yeah, a lot of the minor characters, they if they find less, they're not very popular. They just off them. They don't even bother. Like maybe they'll do a tiny cameo with a whole bunch of the Sanrio characters, like have the mainstream characters push them up to some degree, and then that's it. They don't really showcase their own merch, their own series on their own little solo project with, like Spotty Dotty at Fashion Week. That'd be so cute. Oh my god. That'd be really cute. Because they kept mentioning she's very fashionable and stylish, or spotty dotty with at a cafe. They did that before, but I think they can bring it back again. They did it so many times with pom pom pudding and cinnamon roll. Why can't they do that for spotty dotty? See, there's all these really cool ideas Sanrio can definitely do, and they just choose not to do it. It's so frustrating. And so I get kind of tired with Sanrio, hoping and waiting for them to release merch. Because by the time they do, we'll all be super old. um, but at the time when I was young, when it first came out, I didn't care for Spotty Dotty. I regret that. I wish I was more honest with myself and actually took the time to look at these characters and actually appreciate them when they were first released. I think I only knew one classmate in Catholic school that liked Spotty Dotty, and then that was it. Most of the time, um, they just go for Hello Kitty, Little Twin Stars. Um, what else? Karopi. I was after Karopi. Pachaco. Batsmaru eventually, but I think boys like them more. So they have an excuse to collect Sanrio. Hey man, no shame in that at all. I was like, if you like it, not. I don't know if this is a correct color. Oh, cool. Is it like the vintage series or the newer ones from Hot Topic and Box Lunch? Because those are kind of expensive on eBay now. I think they start charging between 60 to over 100 or even $200 on eBay. I'm like, what? And they're not even brand new. I'd kind of understand if they were brand new or gently used, but for the most part, I'm like, well, little kids had it. But yeah, I'm not the one making the prices. Oh my god, this is a little tedious. I'm getting bored already with making this extra detail stuff. Yeah, I didn't get spotty dotty stuff until eBay. I was able to purchase on eBay. And I only got a few things, but I did manage to get a plush. I think a diary. What else? Um, a jewelry box that was super broken. I think I have shorts on that. Like it would just wind too fast. It has a song, but the figurine inside would be so. It was so weird. It's like, what the heck did you do, little girl, when you were little? I don't remember what else I had. Yeah, but most of those were pre-owned. There weren't things I had as a child, unfortunately. So I didn't have too much spotty dotty stuff. So I should probably try to do some spotty dotty fan art too. That would be a good idea if I remember. Oh my god, there's so much to do on this drawing or painting. I was like, why did I put so much? What the hell's wrong with me? I think on my own time, and but lately I haven't been able to do much, so I've been kind of been swamped with things. So going back to this, I'm like, how did I do all? What the hell? I didn't think I would do this much. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. Oh, birthday discount. Maybe I should go on there. I look on there and I find a whole bunch of stuff I want to buy, and then I get distracted, and then I end up not buying it. So while it seems like a blessing in disguise, that, oh, you're not spending as much money, I end up spending it on frigging Lulu the Piggy, no Panchu Usagi and stuff. So whoopsie doodle. Oh, this character. Oh, so this character is called Zashiki Buddha. I know Buddha means pig, and I forgot what Zashiki meant. It was something about good luck or something. I forgot. Someone, a Japanese person, actually explained it to me, and I kind of forgot. I'm sorry. It was several years ago. Let me try to write down the name. Please excuse my poor handwriting and caps locks writing. So it's supposed to be this, and it's supposed to be za. Oh wait, Zashikibuta. I hope I said that correct. I spelt it correctly. It could be wrong. I think it was correct. So yeah, in the Romaji, whatever, it's like this. And I did not care. This is another character I did not care about. Funny enough. Like when this character was around, I think my oldest brother liked him, but also Tuxedo Sam. He wanted me to get into the other characters, not just Hello Kitty. I did get more into Tuxedo Sam, but I started liking Zashiki Buddha in 2010 when the revival series of the 50th anniversary of Sanrio happened, and they brought back a whole bunch of old characters, including Spotty Dottie. So she had her own little merch alongside him and Tuxedo Sam. Some not as popular characters as well, not just retired. So it was pretty cool to see all the characters come, most of the characters come back. Not all of them, but a good chunk of them did. And so I was hooked yet again because I wasn't paying attention to Sanrio during my high school years and early college years. Not until 2010. Oh my gosh. That was pretty nuts having to come back to all that again. So I'm trying to figure out what the heck do I do with the colors because I'm kind of confuzzled. No, no. Well, they put him sometimes in the magazines of the Strawberry News or Ichigo Shimbun in Japan. They put him in like the other in recent front covers or in their pop-up shop merch a little bit, but it's very very few. They just gift throw table scraps of Zashiki Buddha in hopes of some of us coming out of the woodwork to buy the merch. That's so messed up. I'm like, what the heck? Ah, marker, stop it. um yeah, I was like, come on, let's can we have some characters please that we like? And they always go to the, Cinema Roll, Pom Pom Pudding, Little Twin Stars, Hello Kitty, Kuromi, My Melody, sometimes Karopi, sometimes Batsmaru. But they've recently been bringing back Tuxedo Sam and Hongyodan. But funny enough, when they became popular, I don't like them as much. Am I petty? Probably. Um, but like Zashiki Buddha, he's like one of the characters that Sanrio acknowledges it exists, that they made him, but not enough for them to resume. He did have some merch though back in 2018, and then that's it. And it wasn't that much, but I bought most of it anyway. There was some I didn't buy, but I bought a majority of them. But that was it. That was the only time he had his own merch, and then that was it. Goodbye. I was like, oh my god. Yeah, I can geek out about Sanrio stuff a lot, but I don't know too many people who talk about Sanrio without inherently cringing that, oh, I'm still talking about children's stuff, or that's so long ago. So I always keep it to myself whenever I have these kinds of interests, because a lot of people affiliate Sanrio with children and little girls collecting little things, but no, it's not, because a lot of their merch is for adult money. Oh yeah, I know the mainstream characters do, because sometimes they make an announcement for like Hongyodan, Pom Pom Pudding, Cinema Roll. I remember Pachaco, but Pachaco's February 29. That's kind of weird, but that would be cool if they did. I don't know if I think if she is really in demand, they would consider it, but I don't know. I'm not very positive with Sanrio sometimes. And then for him, his birthday already passed. It's on February 4. And I don't hear a dang thing from Sanrio about Zachi Kibuta. But I don't care as much because February 4 is also the same day as my son's birthday. I did not plan that. I did not wait for him to come out and, okay, it's the 4th, let him out. No, it was not like that at all. It was a very pleasant coincidence. Very cute, but also straight up coincidence. I thought was really funny. I wasn't even planning that. I just like, get him out of me. He needs to come out. But yeah, that would be. I mean, they. It would be nice if they did. Oh, thank you, thank you. Good to know. I try to talk about it sometimes, but I don't know as much as some people. There are some people who online they have way more understanding of Sanrio lore than me, but I only remember bits and pieces here and there. So I'm not as a big fan as some of the Sanrio characters are. Some Sanrio collectors are. I wish I was. It's just after a while it gets kind of expensive. But like, yeah, when they have discounts and they work in your favor, like your backpack, hey man, just take it. Just take the clearance sale. I do that too. When I see some clearance, I was like, hey, I've been meaning to get that, and it's on sale. Yoink, and I just take. And of course, I purchase it. But yeah, a lot of the Sanrio stores where I live, they all closed down. My gosh, that's so sad. Some people complain about it, but some don't really care because I'm adult now. I don't care for, I'm a grown up. And I'm like, shut up. I like it still. Oh, it looks a little, okay. I like the little blurriness. So yeah, and it's hard to, this is one of the few things I don't have in common with like guys because I get along with guys, fun fact, because I was around my brothers growing up, but they were more into geeky things like video games and comic books and anime and manga. Not so much sports, though. My second older brother is more interested in sports. But my hobbies are more towards Sanrio, and he also got me into Sanrio. Funny enough, my oldest brother. But he tried me to get me into the minor characters more. So I think that's why I also favor minor characters in general, not just Sanrio, because I feel like they need more love too. We should see them more often, but they tend to get overshadowed by the main characters. So I try to draw them more. Even Hello Kitty's twin sister Mimi. I don't know about you, but have you ever seen her with her own standalone series? I think I asked that a while ago. Yeah, Mimi, the Hello Kitty's twin sister. I don't think I've ever seen her by herself with her own line of merch. I think she should get one already. She's basically Hello Kitty with the backwards yellow ribbon. But I would think she would have a really cute series like sunflowers cuz yellow or anything yellow. Just throw in some yellow stuff. She can have a collab with Pom Pom Pudding. That would be hella cute, right? Like spring, like yellow chicks, she could be around the yellow chicks of spring and stuff. There's so many things they can do, and yet they don't do it. Like, oh god, I just hope they don't see my stuff and then they use my idea later and then they don't credit me. I should do that though. Okay, I another reason why I like doing these live streams, sometimes I get some ideas on a whim, and hopefully I will actually do some of these ideas I mentioned. Or even Mimi with the Cherry Blossom series, like not just have her with Hello Kitty, like get out of there, Hello Kitty, it's mine to shine. And so Mimi could also have a Cherry Blossom series on her own. Like, why not? That sounds hella cute. Oh, cool. Is that present tense or past tense? I only know about Puro Land and Harmony Land in Japan. I would like to go there, especially when I seen that full adults go there and it's not like made fun of. I would definitely love to go to those amusement parks because they have limited edition merch there. They will not sell here. And I'm like, I need to go. Oh my gosh. But if I go, I have to bring my family, and they're not really very patient with my hobbies. Meanwhile, because they're the ones that like to hike and go swimming in the lake and go fishing, they're boys. Me, I'm like, I'm gonna stay in the hotel. And they're not very fond of shopping unless it's something for them. So I'm like, how can I make them go to somewhere that has Sanrio? Yeah. Oh, have you been to any of those places by chance? Sanrio, like Puro Land or Harmony Land? I've only seen like little shows for some of the mainstream characters, like a bunch of adults inside those costumes, and then they have a dance. I'm kind of curious, where do they see through those costumes? Because I would, and they go up and down stairs. I was like, I'd be tumbling down the stairs if I was in those costumes, to be honest. I was like, this is why you're not a mascot lady. You're gonna fall down the flights of stairs in your croppy outfit, and people will laugh at you online in Japanese. But yeah, I thought it was really cool that they have their own amusement park like Disneyland. I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I haven't been to Japan, and I get low key butthurt when other people get to go to Japan, and it's especially when people I know get to go to Japan. I'm like, why can't I go? And I kind of worry because my family is a bit. The funny thing is, my family looks Japanese, but they're not. But it's not like it's a race. Oh, you're being racist. No, no. Straight up Japanese people in Japantown mistook my family as Japanese while I'm out in Daiso. Yeah, Harmony Land. Yeah, I think. I've only heard about those two. I don't know if there's anything else. I know they might have like cafes at like train stations and stuff. I'm not too familiar. I've never been to Japan, but I read about. I geek out and read about stuff sometimes. So that's the only way I can visit. I'm sorry, and I want to visit before I get old and ugly and stuff. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I had like total strangers that are like old Japanese people confuse my husband and my son as Japanese, and they would start talking straight up to my husband in Japanese, calling my son kawaii, like, oh, he's so cute, and my husband's like, huh? My husband kind of comes off as rude, and so but we encountered them more in Hawaii. There's a huge Japanese population in Hawaii, but they're very polite, very polite. They're always not always bowing, but they're very um polite. That's all I can remember. Um, but yeah, I thought it was kind of funny that they thought my family was Japanese. I was like, I did make a slight joke about him, like, you look kind of Japanese, and he's like, no, I'm not. I know they get mad about that, so I was like, okay, I'm sorry. But the other half is he also gets confused as South Korean. Oh my god, I would live in Daiso if that wasn't creepy. Yeah, I love Daiso too, but I don't know about where you're at, but like where I'm at, they increased the price. It used to be $1.50, then turned to $1.75, and it was okay. I was like, oh, a quarter, huh, man. Now I wish I want that quarter only increase because now it's $2.25 for everything, unless priced otherwise. And I'm like, what the hell? Why is it so much? And so I have to be kind of mindful of what I buy. I used to buy blindly, and I'm kind of glad I did because now a lot of their merch is stupid expensive now if you're not careful. Like you could buy 5 things, it's almost $30. Like what the heck? But yeah, I love Daiso too. And not these sounds in the background. I hope you don't hear them very well. It's construction work, and I did not choose them to be here, but they came out of their own volition. Okay, that looks a lot better now. I didn't like those really thick lines. Okay, so this is very tedious. So I'm just trying to figure out, okay, what looks cleaner? And apparently it's this. And then I need brown. Okay, no problem. Have a good day or evening wherever you are. Thanks for dropping by. I will continue with whatever I'm doing. Okay, so all right. Yeah, I can talk to people. So, oh god, is this okay? I hope so. I hope it doesn't look weird. It looks kind of weird. Okay, this looks weird. I need another color. This isn't this isn't working out. Wah. I think I need a darker. Like I have to be careful with dark because it doesn't. Should I just do gray? I don't like gray though. I'm tired of gray. Everyone and their grandmama does gray. Maybe this one. And I have to remember I put all these markers back. Okay, thank you. Take care. Oh my goodness. I guess it's kind of okay. I don't know. Kind of. I just worry it looks like a big blob. So yeah, if you don't stop me, I'm going to talk about Sanrio because while I don't know as much as most people that are Sanrio fans, I know something. Not as much as some people, but I know some things about Sanrio. Like they have racist characters. Did you know that? Yeah. But there was a channel that was trying to change the racist aspect of the Sanrio racist characters, and they look really cute. I was like, oh, you should totally do that. Um, yeah, I didn't know what was up with that. I thought that was so odd that they had actual, but I think they didn't know that they were considered racist here. And I think it happened in the 80s. I think they had some kind of cultural exchange thing, and I think someone got offended, or some people got offended when they saw their characters. And so they didn't understand why is it so offensive. And so I think they were told, okay, this is why, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry. And so they got rid of them. But I think if you look on eBay, they still have some merch available, and maybe even Etsy too. I forgot their names, but yeah, they're very uh questionable. I was like, I don't know. I never bought any of their merch. I didn't even know they existed. I thought that was kind of tone deaf, but they didn't know any better. But at the same time, like, did they really not know any better? I don't know, but it was kind of an interesting twist of their merch history to have such characters. But I did like what that other YouTuber did to change the characters to make them more appropriate and not so much, okay, we should take this down. Okay, so this is actually not too bad, but I'm just trying to even just water down the line art. Okay. I don't even know what some of these things are. I forgot. I haven't drawn this in for so long that I forgot what the heck my idea was, unfortunately. Let's see. Other colors I can put in here. Okay. Oh, this one's been bothering me. It's like off camera, but like right here. I think I had like a small display of the Hawaiian series. I wanted to showcase them a little bit, but I think it was too small and a little too complicated, so I ended up just like, oh, forget it. But now I have no excuse. I need to do my Hawaiian series again of Zashi Kibuta. It was really cute. And I have one of my online friends, she is from Hawaii and she likes having Sanrio in the Hawaiian series. Like that would be so cute to do. So I might resume that this year after the cherry blossom, because I still want to do cherry blossoms again. I am low key obsessed with cherry blossom stuff, even though I don't like pink. Oh, this is a little too orange. Crap. This isn't good. I thought it was like a tan, but not really. Ah. I know how I have a swatch, but sometimes I don't feel like taking it out. Okay, maybe this one. Okay, let me check if anyone bothered me. Only my friend. That's okay. I get message. Oh, okay, this one's a lot better. Okay, that's a relief. I used to enjoy Sanrio as a kid, and then I stopped sometime after eighth grade. I don't know why I stopped. I think I was like, okay, I think I'm grown up now. I don't need this, and so I just resumed my life Sanrio less, or I would just use their pens at most. I still had from left over, and that was about it. And then I didn't care for Sanrio for a long time, maybe about 10 years or so. No, let's see, 2000. Okay, so 4 years plus college, extra few years, a bit over 10 years. And then when the Sanrio series came back, I mean, they revived in the 50th anniversary, like I mentioned. It came back. It friggin' came back. I was upset. I was trying to get as much as I can, and I'm kind of glad I did because a lot of their merch is stupid expensive now. and I took advantage of some of the newer sellers that, sorry, newer sellers, like they priced it way lower than they should have, but I think it was okay at the times, and they had a Sanrio lot sale, so I purchased what I could. I'm so glad I did because oh my god, now the prices are stupid ridiculous. It's insane. I don't know how they think that's okay to make such prices, but that's what they chose, and I have to deal with it. I wish I had more friends that was into Sanrio. I do, and funny enough, some of them are my age, which I think is kind of cool. But um, I think I have to do set up some sort of arrangement with them to have like some kind of gift exchange because my fan art and crafts I have somewhat been compiling, so I might try to use that as a means to clear out my space, but I have to make sure they're still not damaged or they don't have like some kind of weird smell because they've been in the closet. So I have to, this is my personal project at this point to make sure, okay, I have stuff to give to them. Um, I don't mind gift exchanges as long as they're, they make sense. Or some of them did offer to pay. Um, I don't mind, but yeah, it's not confirmed yet. So if they see this, uh, why does this guy have no? Okay. Um, yeah, some of the areas are super dingy. I'm kind of bummed about that. I'll try to clean up what I can. With this marker pen, sometimes it comes out bright, and then when it dries, it's like a little bit dingy. And I'm like, oh no, let's not. Oh, some of these also have. Okay. Also, thank you for sticking around longer than 5 seconds. I'm always appreciated. I really need a better synonym than appreciated, but I'm not very good at words, as I mentioned. Um, hmm. Did I? Oh, I could fill in the purple. The purple kind of bothers me, I think. I can give him a purple shirt here. I'm not even, I forgot what the heck they're saying. Maybe I could translate this on my Google Translate. I kind of forgot what I put. Something about sales or something. What's 58 minutes already? Oh my gosh. Okay, so what the heck did I talk about? Sanrio, which was a relief because I actually have no idea what to talk about recently. So I'm glad that the person who showed up was talking about Sanrio because I was honestly like, oh god, what the heck do I talk about? I have no idea. I always run out of stuff to say that isn't really. I try not to talk too much about my personal life and stuff. I mean, they sneak in, but it's within a appropriate means. But that I would like to accept to share because nowadays people are kind of nuts, and so I try to be careful. Um, but yeah, I was like, what the heck do I talk about? That isn't about pop culture and celebrities or influencers and crap. I don't care about that stuff. I really don't. So I was kind of surprised I even did YouTube at all. Because a lot of stuff they talk about on YouTube, I don't give a crap about. That's another funny thing about me. I didn't see myself as a YouTuber. I just thought of myself as a boring lurker that watches videos, gives likes, very few comments, and that's it. Now I'm doing this. It's a little funny, I think. But it's a little interesting, but initially it's a very big pain in the butt trying to figure everything out. My God, that was such a stupid headache. And then my husband was helping me, the editor. I would keep calling him editor, but he's actually my husband. Because he's better at doing YouTube than me. He knows how to appease the masses. I do not. He's more extrovert. Well, he has extrovert leaning on introvert tendencies, but he is definitely more extroverted than me. So he's able to garner a whole bunch of subscribers out of his own merit. So I admire him for that. Even though I complain about him, I admire him for what he is capable of. Whereas me, I'm like, oh God. What do I have to do? And I feel like the artist community is very severely lacking, to be honest. The community I felt with DeviantArt oh so long ago, I don't see that anymore. Unless I act a certain way, unless I act like other artists as well. I understand like you have to act a certain way to fit in. I don't do that. And so people don't seem to want to be around me after a time. And that kind of bums me out. But at the same time, it's like, how much am I willing to change myself to fit in with others? And most of the time, I don't. So that's what happens. No one wants me around. But at the same time, I don't mind not having pressure to fit in. Even if it says like, oh, we don't exclude anyone. But the moment you say something they don't agree with, oh, we don't like you, or they'll just like kick you out. And I think I mentioned before, I did get kicked out of art clubs. Art groups. Funny enough, not just one, but two. And if you're wondering, oh, she must be super hung up about it. No, it's just stuff that happens, and they come back in topic, and I bring it up, and then that's it. But yeah, I got kicked out of art clubs mostly due to inactivity, or I asked a question, and then I get kicked out. I'm like, what? How am I the one that's wrong? What the fuck? It's so bewildering and confusing, and yet, okay, I got that answer, so forget it. So I was re-added to that club again, but I ended up not going back because I was a little bit hesitant. Like, what do I do then? Am I supposed to talk like them? Am I supposed to show off my work? And I don't know. I don't know. So I just leave it alone. I would like to join clubs, but sometimes I kind of have to. That was the other thing why I was kicked out in the other one. Inactivity. Inactivity. And you know why I was inactive? My son was sick. That was why. But they didn't know that. They didn't even bother to ask me, like, hey, are you still wanting to be here? Like, yeah, I understand if you're, something going on. I never got that. Some schmuck kicked me out. That was it. And so I was like, okay, hey, man, I'll admit, I was a little bit butthurt about that. I was like, I finally had a club to finally showcase my art stuff and have a good time. And no, I got kicked out like maybe a day or two after being joined in, after someone added me. And I was like, oh, I was like, hey, what was that? And I'm pretty sure I kind of know who it is, but I don't even know that person. But they were kind of causing a ruckus in the group chat, like calling people's work like not garbage, but like maybe mid or oh, you need to do better. I was like, I don't. That's another thing why I don't like about some art communities. You have those schmucks trying to make you feel bad for trying. I think that's so stupid. You should be glad they're trying at all in this day and age, because nowadays it's a lot harder to keep doing art stuff when AI is looming at your heels, when there's art theft looming at your heels, when there's competition, there's people better than you, clearly better than you, and it's like, what's the point? So just be glad that they're still motivated to do any art at all nowadays. Shit. But then you have these butt clowns trying to put you down for even trying art. Hella stupid. So I don't know. I get kind of miffed about that stuff. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's not meant for me to join that friggin' club. So I just left it alone. Like, okay, fine. Sorry, thank you, but I got stuff. Yeah, they didn't even give me a chance to explain. Oh, how come you're not active? Like they didn't bother to ask me. They just kicked me out. I was like, shit, man. Whatever. So anyway, so I have to make my own entertainment to not be bored. So I do what I do, and this is what I do. So sometimes some people think my humor's funny, but there's a good chunk of people like, what? Why do you talk like that? Well, and I don't feel like explaining myself. So like, just you can leave. That's fine. Oh, okay. So every so often, I decide to do like updates about the Sailor Moon Cosmos reaction reel I did on Insta. I think I mentioned last time, but I got more comments. But this time I didn't look at most of them because I didn't feel like sifting through. Okay, those are some good comments, and then oh, some dumb bitch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I say that, but that's the first thing that goes to my head once I get a negative comment. Okay, but it's just it's a reflex, it's a reaction when I get a negative comment. Okay. I'll say names, I'll say it in my head, but I don't know who you are, but whatever. But I take it in stride. I look at it like, oh god, this dumb idiot, you know. And then I just like, okay, whatever. But then sometimes they say things that make sense. Like I prefer the OG series of Sailor Moon more. Then I feel more inclined to comment like, oh my god, yes, I tried watching the OG series I mentioned before. I started and I get tired, but every so often I come back to that. I kind of interchange animes. But Sailor Moon, the first Sailor Moon, yes. And they have the Japanese version. I'm not watching the censored American version. I still like the OG version better than Crystal. Yeah, I said it. I don't. I know they said, oh, they the Crystal series covers more of the manga, and I think the mangaka Takeuchi, she was more on hands with that series than the first series, but I still like it. I grew up with it. And I like that they still look like kids. I mean, they're like, what, 13, 14 years old? Her style, while it is super gorgeous, they look way older than they really are. It's not bad, it's not good, but if you want to have them like the age of 13, 14, whatever years old, they need to look young. That's all. But it's, I still like her style. Don't get me wrong. I think her art style is quite gorgeous. I wish I can do that stuff. I don't have the patience. I don't even have the patience for this. But yeah, I still admire her art just because I don't think it suits the ages of the kids because they are kids. At the same time, though, I do really like her art style because I wish I can do that. So anyway, yeah, I might not have followed too much on Sailor Moon, but I did read up on it a little bit. Um, and on Insta, people assume I know virtually nothing about Sailor Moon, and to some degree, they are right. But I don't let them know about that. I just say, okay, thank you so much, or okay, I know about that, thank you, and then that's it. And sometimes they get kind of irritated when it gets kind of irritating when they try to school you on things, and some of them, a good chunk of it, I already knew. I was like, okay, because I already knew about the Sailor Stars initially supposed to be girls the whole time, not the OG version where they're supposed to be guys and they transform into girls. Um, Takeuchi did not like that, and so I was like, okay, I get what you mean, and so it's like it wasn't a part of her vision, so she was upset about that. But then some people took it a whole other way, like thinking weird um, prejudiced related thoughts towards me, like, oh, you think like this, so you don't like XYZ group. And I'm like, unless I say that out of my own mouth, stop making something out of nothing, okay? If I want to say I don't like what group, I will say it in my head, you know. But for the time being, I didn't say a lick of that at all. So I hate when people that don't even know they don't even know me at all. They're trying to reach from that tiny clip of a reaction, which I find so stupid. And I think a lot of um, people who watch social media and online stuff, they're reaching so hard for something. But when it turns out there's nothing at all, like what's there to do? Um, get a life. I cannot emphasize that enough. I say that while I'm online, but at least I have hobbies to do, so it's not like I have nothing else to do. And yeah, off camera, I got shit to do too, you know? But, and it's usually younger people that are telling me this stuff. And I'm like, you know, you're going to get old too, right? You know, you're going to have people judge you for stuff you like as a kid, right? Right? But they're not for a generation where technology is all around them. Hindsight and foresight is severely lacking, and it makes me tired. But not my problem. Sorry. Okay, so it's a little okay. No one's watching me. Oh, sorry, someone's watching. Okay. Some parts are a little uneven, but I'll try to live with it. Try. I do like doing this with marker though. It's a lot more. How did I do this with a paintbrush or did I use a marker? I might have used a marker. Oh no, I did something. I'll fix it later. Oh my god. What else? I'm gonna use a lighter blue actually. Because this gray is kind of giving me an eyesore. Okay, 1 hour, 10 minutes. Okay, I will probably get on out soon. It's already 11:26. Around the time when I'm supposed to be yammering on about my live streams. Oh god, this is kind of a pain in the butt. I might have to use actual paint for some areas, but I can do that. So what did I do? I was geeking out on Sanrio with someone online, which is pretty nice. I enjoy it. It's very nostalgic for me. I was a little hesitant because initially, not a lot of people talk about Sanrio about my age, or I don't know. There are women my age that still are into Sanrio, but I don't really encounter them in the wild in terms of, oh, let's talk about Sanrio. No, it don't be like that. So talking about it online is pretty fun if the other person's willing to listen to it. um. Oh shoot, this one has purple. This is a little dark, but I think I'll just deal with it. So other stuff, let me check. Yeah, geeking out on Sanrio, I enjoy. It's pretty fun, but it's a lot harder for me to find people my age into that stuff without feeling kind of weird. Because I know Sanrio is targeted towards children, but when you see the prices of these merch releases, they are stupid expensive. Like, how is this for children? This is definitely adult money that is required, not children. They don't have um $36 for a plushie. Are you shitting me? Are you kidding me? What the hell? But they do that because they're trying to rely on the coattails of their brand. I was like, I guess, but geez, that's a bit steep, Sanrio. Not all of us have that kind of money. Yeah, there's so much to clean up. That's why I've been avoiding this like the plague. And then it collected dust and I guess some level of grime, and now I'm like, okay, now look what you have here. You have a big flopping mess. Lovely. Whatever. I'll try to make these lines a little smaller, but that's gonna take so freaking long. Oh my god. I don't know if I can do that. But at least I got some progress done, so that's good. Better than like I just keep talking and not do any work at all. I think I'd be more upset if that were the case. Oh, there's some bags here. Maybe I'll put some blue. I noticed I don't have enough blue on here. I also need to work on not. Oh, whoa! What's this marker? I didn't. Shoot. I also need to reorganize my markers. That's another thing. I need to remind myself. Ugh. Okay, this looks a lot better than what I had. Oh gosh, I have to redo it. Lovely. So yeah, I was basically geeking out on Sanrio and then talking about internet stuff and low key about the Sanrio Cosmos reactions and how I just deal with it. Because I know people online don't like dealing with um, randos online talking smack about their posts and stuff, and I get it. I don't like it either. But sometimes when you want your foot in the door and you have to do something that everyone else likes, it sucks, but that's how it works nowadays. Otherwise, yeah, like they like that the Sailor Moon Cosmos reaction. Even though they talk smack about it, it's still attention. But if my own art, no, I don't get jack shit. But it helps garner some level of traction because of the Sailor Moon Cosmos. Because I actually, to be honest, I was thinking about removing that dang video. Because that's all they talk about. They don't take the effort to look at my art. Why should I keep something on there that has nothing to do with my art stuff? But as I thought about it, I think at most it was getting annoying, or they're causing trouble and harassing me for whatever reason. Then I would probably at most archive it, and then that's it. But for the time being, I guess publicity to some degree will be some use of for me. The only thing though is some people added me. I think I mentioned they added me thinking I'm gonna react to more Sailor Moon stuff, and then I don't. Then they remove me. They unfollow me. So I'm like, oh Jesus. Okay, there is that. So I have to brace myself for much unsought after disappointment, because people are disappointed that I don't react like that all the time to Sailor Moon at whatever's. Um, I think I can watch Sailor Moon on YouTube still. People complain about quality, but I don't give a shit. As long as I can see and read the stuff, I don't care. But oh, this looks so much better now. Okay, I am relieved. I was a little hesitant. Um, I don't know if I'll do another reaction because I already watched it. It's not like Sailor Moon Cosmos. That was the first time I was reacting to something I haven't seen in, I'm pretty sure, 15, almost 20 years. So I think my reaction is quite genuine. I like to think so. Um, but I don't know. I could talk a little bit about what I do know about Sailor Moon based on what I don't know yet. That's the thing. That's actually if I actually want to do another one of those reaction things. But I'm just thinking. I don't know. I did some fan art and no one gave a crap. So okay, thanks. Thanks for nothing. I'll go on with life, I suppose. Okay, so okay, that looks a lot better now. This gray was, I think I need to just do like bright, very faint blues because this gray was driving me nuts. I was wondering why doesn't my work look so dirty? I think I put too much gray. So okay, that helps a lot. Good to know. What was that? That's our hair. What the heck? Okay, that looks so much better than the gray. I'm relieved because I was racking my brains like, what can I do to make this less ugly? What can I do? And I know I shouldn't be talking bad about my stuff, but when it's like kind of an eyesore for me, I feel like it would be considered ugly. But now that I put the baby blue in there, I think that helped it out so much better. So problem solved, yay, good to know. Then there's also this and also this. Let me just do this a bit and then I'll get out of your guys' hair. Because I was supposed to be doing other stuff that isn't this. Like lying down. Yeah, some parts look hella dingy. I'm kind of miffed about that. I think there's a mirror there. I don't think I want to put extra reflection. I mean, it would be good, but I'm not patient enough for that. I'll just do some squiggly lines or something. Okay, that looks so much better now. That's a relief. And even if I put white, it would still look dingy. Or maybe my paint sucks. I don't know. Sheesh. Before I go, I saw like on the TSA reports, because there's partial shutdown with the government, there's like long ass lines. So even if you show up at least 3 hours late, I mean 3 hours early to check into the security check and stuff, um the lines are like extended all the way to the parking lot. I was like, what? I'm not sure if like they're only showing like I think one or two airlines or airports, but all of the airports I don't know because people are still flying. Just it is quite alarming to see how long a line you have to wait in order to get on your freaking plane. And that's if you can even show up on time because it's so slow. It's like, oh God. I wonder if that's the case for the Hello Kitty Airlines. Yes, Hello Sanrio has their own airlines, but I think more in Taiwan and Singapore, I heard. I don't know about Japan, but I know Taiwan and Singapore have their own Sanrio airlines. Excuse me. But yeah. Ugh, this ground's kind of ugly. Maybe I change it a bit. Yellow ochre. Ew. Maybe a lighter version? So I just don't. This ground looks like diarrhea. I shouldn't say that. Okay, let me clean this floor up, and then I don't know yet. And then I will call it a day because this ground is so. It's like baby poop. What's going on here? I don't know if this will do, but this will have to do for now. At least have a base coat, and then I can fill up the rest later. I do know they have like a wooden panel flooring sometimes, but it's not working out for me in this painting, so I might have to change it to like, I guess, floor tile or some other. Yeah, I was mentioning the other person mentioning earlier about the revival of Spotty Dotty, and she got the Spotty Dotty bag on clearance for her birthday. I thought that was pretty cool. I think I was almost going to do that too, and then I got distracted with life, or I didn't have enough money to purchase the bag, and it's not my birthday, so I'm not going to get the discount. So I don't know if it's even still there on Box Lunch. They also, I think, Loki are trying to sell some too at Hot Topic because I think that company is tied with. Box Lunch is tied in with Hot Topic, from what I can remember. So I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes nostalgic merch can be found in those places where Hot Topic was not supposed to be meant for that. They're not supposed to be meant for cute, kawaii, dasy things. They were meant for edge lord and scary Slipknot, Cannibal Corpse that like esque stuff, or band shirts and spikes and goth whatever, and yeah. And I think because a lot of that trend died down, they had to accommodate to other means of interest like kawaii desu and anime and stuff. So you see those a lot more, and they even changed the logo. I was like, oh, I didn't. I did see a micro document about how Hot Topic came to be, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I remember those creepy, bloody looking logos. I thought they were kind of cool. And then they changed everything, so I was like, oh, okay. I still like some of them, but they do close down kind of fast. Like we had I think two Hot Topics here, and they both closed down. And I think they closed down the other one in San Bruno because that whole mall's gonna shut down too. So I was like, oh gosh, uh, yeah, that's so. Like, how come malls in Asian countries look so amazing, and the malls here, it's like a dumpster fire. It's such a, but only if they do like Asian blind boxes, they end up really successful, or they have a lot more Asian-y things. I do notice they garner more attention and more ad revenue. I don't know about ad revenue, but like they are definitely more successful, I think, which is interesting. Still a bit dingy, but it's getting there. Because if you go to any malls in Asia, even a small mall, it's quite busy, and there's always something to look at and to do there. Either traditional Asian stuff or modern stuff or things you would never have heard of if you only went to the malls in the US. I was like, what? Why do they have all that? That's pretty cool. Like you can ride trains inside the mall. I didn't know that. That's really cute with your little kids. I don't know about by yourself, but definitely with your little kids. Then you have so I'm trying to fill this in, but I think this marker is not working in my favor. What else is there? A lot of different kinds of food, and it's not just Western versus Eastern food. They also have food from like in one of the malls I went to in China. They have like modern toilet, like a restroom themed restaurant, That's hella funny. But people like talk about it 9 out of 10 times. They're like, "Ew, why would you go there?" It's not like the food is literal poo. It's just the aesthetic. Damn it, it's hella funny, and they have big portions, and it's hella yummy. So if that discourages you, like the motif of toilet sitting in a bathroom disgust you, then more for me. That's all I can say about that. Other thing like restaurants, I think they have like German themed and I think Mongolian, even local provincial foods. That one was pretty good, even though the portions were small, but still filling. Um, a lot of blind box shops. Like we are always like, oh, we're in awe. There's like a whole bunch of reactions about blind box shops here. You go to at least China, oh my god, you will. I think collectors would cry tears of joy and panic all at once if they saw the blind box shops in China because it is complete madness. It's insane, but also stupid crowded. So bear that in mind. I'm gonna go back later this year, and I'm gonna try to get more Lulu the Piggy stuff that I cannot get here. Good luck with that, because it's not easy. Because I don't have luggage. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna do for right now. There's some progress. I still have pen lines. I'm still like, oh god, I don't know. But I like that the blue pillars are. I filled in the pillars with blue instead of. I'm gonna clear it up obviously, but I just like not having as much gray. They're such an eyesore. But I'm gonna have to figure out how to change this area because it's yeah, like too much gray. It kind of looks gross. I think so. I will try to fix what I can. This is going to take me a long time to complete, but I'll try to do the best I can and get rid of as much of the darker lines as much as possible. I kind of want like a soft look to it. Here's hoping. So, yeah, they all left. I can go now. So, this is Delion signing on out. Take care. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.